but for other reasons of which will become apparent through our time together this morning. Successful economic development requires us to have a vision, to leverage our strengths and assets, and to be proactive whenever possible. Also, working collaboratively. These elements are the foundation of the Grow Rapids initiative and attitude we embolden here at the city. To this end, I announced during my first State of the City address in 2013 the city's intent to pursue a Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation certified site designation for city-owned property in the Rapids East Commerce Center located just south of Highway 54 off of 48th Street. Shortly after, a city investment in the certification process resulted in thorough reviews of environmental, wetland, soil conditions, water, sewer, and power capacities, among many others, in pursuit of a shovel-ready designation. Now, just over 5 years ago, November 2013, and Scott will remember this, we gathered in this same room for an announcement that at the conclusion of the rigorous process, the state would certify the property that we're speaking to today in the Rapids East Commerce Center. As a certified site, it is truly designated shovel-ready, whereby accelerating the access to information that site selectors, who act as matchmakers oftentimes, on determining whether a project is a fit for a community, as well as marketing the property as certified and developable along other industrial sites in Wisconsin. Since that time, we've sought a match, responding to various projects known only by unrevealing names such as Project Blue Jay, or today, Project Aluminum. And as the saying goes, a site selector's job is to get prospective locations off the list. It's our job to make sure that we stay on the list, to pitch our improving quality of life amenities, educational resources, infrastructure, and workforce. Suffice to say, we wouldn't have carried on under historically low temperatures unless we had a significant announcement to make. And we're very excited to have a few of the principals behind Project Aluminum here today, Robert Rossetti and Todd Kerr, to make this important announcement for our area. So we welcome these two individuals.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Robert Rossetti, VP of Corporate Development for Metalco. Very excited to announce that Metalco will be building a brand new facility in the Wisconsin Rapids area. It's an $80 million project for us, and will employ approximately 80 permanent full-time employees, both skilled and unskilled. We've really gained some traction over the last couple of weeks in terms of ramping up everything that has to happen before we can actually put a shovel in the ground. But it looks like, based on our current construction schedule, that it will be commissioned and start up by mid-2020. So all in, it's about 110,000 square foot facility. It will be at the Rapids East Commerce sites. I believe it's about approximately 60 acres all in. And that's more than enough in terms of what we need for this particular existing facility. We have plans in future development to build out potentially another building through a sister company of ours. So that's the works. We've thought we could talk a little bit geotech and other.
My name is Todd Kerr. I'm the Vice President of Real Estate for the group of companies. We're busy planning construction. We're working closely with the mayor and staff. We'd like to be shovel ready as soon as it warms up. Glad we're on the ground now. April is what we're aiming for. You guys got to promise there's no snow. We're from Toronto, so we're used to this weather. But we're excited. The geotechnical work's done. We do have a very deep casting pit. We go down 80 to 100 feet into the ground for the casting pit. So there's some technical details to work out with the geotechnical and the water and some other issues. But the town has been amazing to work with, and we're excited to be here.
And just to give everyone sort of a sense of our business, what Metalco does, we essentially take in scrap aluminum as our raw material and feed. We have these huge furnaces that we melt it down into molten metal. cast out, as Todd was saying, it's these long aluminum billets that we will sell to extruder customers. So we, in terms of a geographic area, we will be the first recycling company, a remelt company in the upper Midwest area. This area in general has been underserviced for all our extruder customers and prospective clients. A lot of the metal that they were getting was either imported in or trucked in from other areas. So this serves well because when we go out to these customers, we not only give them a finished product that they will use to extrude, we also provide the scrap solution for all their scrap needs. So any scrap they generate, we load it back into our trucks, we haul them in, we melt it back down, and we produce finished product for them. And we have to alloy that to their chemical specifications. So all in, that's essentially what the business model looks like. Again, it's about 110,000 square feet facility. This actually will represent our 5th plant for Metalco. We are, as an organization, embarking on a very sort of strategic expansion plan. We have another plant also in mind in the US, but for this region and for our planning process, it represents a very sort of integral part of that. We went through a very exhaustive evaluation in terms of incentives and incentive evaluations with other states, and like Todd mentioned, I think this was a logical step for us in terms of everything that applied. We look forward also. I mentioned the 80 permanent full-time employees that we're looking at. That is a mixture of skilled and unskilled labor. You're looking at forklift operators, crane operators, shipping and receiving people. We're gonna have some office staff, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, metallurgists. We would like to also tap into the local colleges, I believe mid-states,
Yes, we are.
Right. We certainly would like to speak to you folks and see how we can develop some programs and so on to develop young folks and get them into our programs.
One of the other exciting parts of the project is it's about a 1.5 year construction time frame, and while we're building, there'll be hundreds of construction jobs on site, hundreds of people at a time. It's a very technical process. We're very heavy on our electrical uses and concrete, so it's quite the plant when it's done. And the spin-off of the jobs that we create is something else we're very excited about.
And from a spin-off indirect business opportunity, we own all our trailers, but we outsource all of our power. So any logistic companies in the area, we would certainly like to speak to you folks and talk about some programs that we can set up ourselves. So huge opportunity for that. We go through rigorous production maintenance, so that will certainly feed into steel companies around here to get some of our products fabricated and so on an ongoing basis. So as Todd mentioned, it's about 1.5 years right now, our construction schedule. April 1st, hopefully, or April or May, to have shovel in the ground, and we're going to get